Welcome to the Orthodox View, where we discuss latest religious news from an Orthodox Christian perspective. I'm your host, Philip Champion. The Church of England has appointed its first transgender archdeacon. Canon Dr. Rachel Mann has been named as the new archdeacon of Bolton and Salford in the Manchester diocese. Growing up as a boy in a working-class household in the 1980s, Dr. Mann began to later identify as a woman. Mann was ordained in the Church of England as a deacon in 2005 and as a priest in 2006. The Right Reverend Professor David Walker, Bishop of Manchester, said that he was delighted at the appointment within his diocese. He said that Dr. Mann's personal gifts, including as a writer, poet, liturgist, and broadcaster, will combine with new responsibilities to help the people of this generation know and love Jesus Christ. Meanwhile, while the Church of England is moving further ahead in its progressive achievements, yet another bishop has decided to leave the Anglican Communion and join the Roman Catholic Church. A former Anglican bishop from Wales will be received into full communion with Rome next month and serve as a priest with the Anglican Ordinariate, which was set up by Pope Benedict XVI in 2011. The Right Reverend Richard Payne, who served as the Anglican Bishop of Monmouth, will join the Catholic Church on Sunday, 2nd of July. He is the first Welsh Anglican bishop to convert to Catholicism through the personal ordinariate of Our Lady of Walsingham. In its structure, the ordinariate is similar to a diocese, and it allows former Anglican priests and bishops to enter into full communion with the Catholic Church while maintaining certain Anglican traditions. It has its own Eucharistic liturgy, which is distinct from the standard Roman Rite liturgy, and incorporates elements of the Book of Common Prayer that do not conflict with the Roman Catholic doctrine. Through the ordinariate, an Anglican priest or bishop can enter into full communion with the Catholic Church and serve as a priest, even if he is married. For instance, the former Anglican Bishop Richard Payne has been married for over 40 years and has 2 sons. From the 2nd of July, he will be a married Roman Catholic priest. In total, at least 15 Anglican bishops have converted to Catholicism through the Anglican Ordinariate since its inception, which included 4 bishops in 2021. For a couple of decades now, June has been called by some people in the West the Pride Month. It is supposed to be dedicated to the LGBT community and its history, and is celebrated with the so-called Pride parades. Well, last week, the Holy Synod of the Bulgarian Orthodox Church issued a call for the Sofia Pride parade scheduled for the next day to be cancelled. The Bulgarian bishops noted that it is always the Church's job to defend and preach the truth. The Synod also expressed their concern that a special stage was to be set up especially for children to watch and participate in the LGBT event. Here's a quotation from the Synod's letter. The Orthodox Church has always advocated for respecting the free will of man in the choices that determine his life, but at the same time, it has categorically defended moral truths without being influenced by the pressure of the powerful of the day, by the fashion and vanity of the time. The Holy Synod is also deeply concerned that in organizing the gay parade, a separate stage for children will be used in the streets of the capital of our beloved homeland, for them to be live witnesses and even participants in this unacceptable event. For whoso shall offend one of these little ones which believe in me, it were better for him that a millstone were hanged about his neck, and that he were drowned in the depth of the sea. However, the Church's call did not stop the event from going ahead. According to the Sofia Globe, thousands of people participated in the parade, which was held for the 16th time. As of this week, travelers will no longer be able to travel on bus 666 to the popular Polish seaside resort of Hel, after the local public transport operator changed the number of the service. From now on, it will be 669. The local news portal chomiasto.pl said that the line had operated under the number 666 since 2006, first as a local joke, before attracting riders from across Poland and beyond. Some people rode the bus simply to say that they had taken the 666 bus to hell. However, the number has now been changed, following criticism from conservative Catholic groups, who have called the association of the biblical number of the beast with a place name referring to hell as a satanic stupidity. Catholic group Fronda derided the use of the number and said that hell is the negation of humanity, as well as eternal death and suffering. They wrote that one can only laugh at this reality if they simply don't understand what it is. The group blasted the bus route as scandalous anti-Christian propaganda, warning that it was just the tip of the iceberg of a much greater problem. However, the change has sparked some outrage online, and there have been demands to keep the original number, which could still make a comeback, as local authorities have said that Route 666 could return if passengers demand it. The series of looting and vandalism against the Serbian Orthodox Church unfortunately continues. Orthodox Christian reports that a church at the monastery of St. Simeon the Stylite in the Serbian village of Sadrce is the latest victim in a recent wave of church attacks in the Serbian Orthodox diocese of Vranje. A significant sum of money was stolen from the church iconostasis a few days ago. It is suggested that the money is from the pious custom of making an offering to an icon after a miracle, often of healing. The diocesan treasury was robbed on the 14th of May, while His Grace Bishop Pahomi and the majority of the diocesan staff were at the Bishops' Council in Belgrade. The person who stole the money was caught within a few days, but there have been several other acts of vandalism and looting since in the same diocese. On the 31st of May, vandals broke the iconostasis and stole money from the Church of St. Petka in the Sapranec cemetery, and a week later, the Church of St. Dimitrios in Preševa was vandalized when a woman broke a cross and covered the walls with Arabic inscriptions. Meanwhile, that's all for today. Thank you for watching, and see you next time on The Orthodox View.